Hello and welcome to a Kooky Corner of YouTube, where this week we're going to be making some felted soap. We have a guest appearance from Lulu from Nightshade's Nook, and so here we're looking at supplies. So we've got soap, obviously, that's the main thing that we're going to need for this. You can't do felted soap without soap. We have a potato peeler, we have some tights, and we have some roving to wrap around our soap to make the felted part. Ooh, who's that in the basket? This looks like he's sneaked in because he matches all the colours. This one is Paul, and he is Nightshade's Nook's mascot. He's hanging around in the basket. So first things first, we're going to peel off all the sharp edges because I have some square soap. If you have round soap, then you don't need to do this because the edges will be nice and smooth already. So we're just paring away those sharp edges. Rubbing down the edges with our finger just to make sure they were nice and smooth, which I thought was a good idea. Here we're getting the felt roving to wrap around. I'm doing a little struggle because I forget that I need to hold it at a distance, but it's all good. We've got our roving pulled off, and now I'm just wrapping it around my soap as tightly as possible, trying to make sure that all the soap is covered. So I will be back in with extra strands of it just to wrap around to make sure that it's totally covered. Now I'm just wetting my felt, making sure that I am getting all of the fibres soaked. It's in warm water, probably a little bit hotter than tepid, just to try and soak through. And what I'm then going to do is trying to get some kind of a lather going. So I'm squeezing the soap and the felt together just to try and get some lava, and running a tap of like warm water now just to try and make sure I can get all those fibres properly wet so that this will felt. Once I've got a lava, now I'm going to rub it between my fingers gently just to make sure that they're all kind of melded together, rinsing it a bit in the water. At the side of me I've got a pot of cold water. Now I'm taking off the toe of a pair of tights, which is a really good thing for helping to felt your wool and making sure that the wool is enclosed inside that, and I'm just going to wind it off. You can tie a knot if you feel happier doing that, and then just rubbing between my hands to make sure that the nylon is rubbing against the fibres to make them felt, dipping it into some cold water, alternating between the warm and the cold water here just to try and make it felt together. Okay, now I am undoing my nylon. I've probably done about 20 minutes of rubbing here, so I'm just taking it out just to make sure that it's not pulling away from the soap. It is still slightly, so I'm going to keep felting it with my hands. I could actually put it back into the nylon here at this point to make sure it's properly felted. But at the minute I'm just trying this out just to see how it goes. So I'm just gently rubbing with my fingers, and keeping that felting process going by dipping into the water, cleaning it off occasionally. And there it is. That's when it's felted. It's just sitting on the draining board now, trying to dry off. Here's Lulu going in with her wrapping of the soap. She's already pared her soap down, so we're just wrapping it now with the base colour because she's going to eventually try and needle felt pour onto the front of this. This is our plan. This will be in the second part of this video series that we're doing at the minute. Dipping it in the water again, getting a lather going, and then just making sure all those fibres are nice and wet with the warm water, again with the cold water at the side in a little bowl. And what we need to do now is to just rub it in between the hands until you get a lather going, and then it will go inside that little nylon sock to help it carry on with its felting process. So here's my second one. This was an oval bar of soap which didn't really need any paring down. This is a bar of pears soap, and I've gone on with a different kind of wool just to see the different techniques I can get with this. I'm trying a different technique here of rubbing over the soap with my finger inside the netting of the stocking, but I don't think it worked that well, so I was just gently rubbing over the top with my hands. This is obviously after the process of being in the sock for the first time. And here you can see the finished soaps drying off on a plate. The next stage is going to be the needle felting, so do pop back to see that. See you then. Bye!